I have been thinking a lot about who I was, who I am now, and who I'm still becoming. This past year has shaped me in ways I never saw coming, mentally, physically, emotionally, but it's also grown me in ways I didn't even know I needed. Welcome back to Simply Becoming, where we talk love, laughter, and lessons. My hope is that every time you press play, you leave a little lighter, a little more encouraged, and maybe even smiling a little bit. Today's episode is just a little bit different because it's dropping right before my birthday. And I don't know what it is about birthdays, but they always make me kind of just slow down and reflect a little bit. Around this time last year, I was really just trying to figure things out, right? I felt like I was doing a lot, but not really moving. Like I was stuck somewhere between who I was and who I wanted to be. And I kept overthinking everything and waiting on the perfect timing and the perfect plan just to feel like I was doing it right. But this past year taught me that I don't have to have it all figured out to move forward. Peace and progress don't always look the way we expect them to. Sometimes growth is quiet. It's showing up anyway, trusting the process, and believing that even when things don't make sense, I'm exactly where I need to be. I used to tell myself I wasn't built for certain things, right? Like, I could handle a lot emotionally, but discipline, nah, absolutely not. But this year, 75 hard humbled me and changed me at the same time. It wasn't just about the fitness, it was about commitment. It taught me that I can do hard things, even when I don't feel like it. There was this one night, and if you don't know about 75 hard, there are like, I don't know, maybe 8 things that you have to do like every day in order for you to complete the day. And you have to do it for 75 days in a row to complete 75 hard. One of the things that I had to finish every day was drink a gallon of water. And it was like 11, late 11, like, I don't even remember. I know it was late. And I still had probably like a liter of water to drink. And that don't sound like a lot, but like when you've been drinking a gallon of water all day, like having to drink a liter of water right before your cutoff time is a lot. But I was just so determined to get that water down because I'm like, girl, we are not starting over tomorrow, okay? And then another time I was reading, another thing we had to do was read 10 pages every day. And 10 pages might not seem like a lot, but I had just gotten into reading self-help books. That's what it was. You couldn't just read anything. It had to be a self-help book. And I hadn't really read many self-help books before this. So it really just wasn't my thing. It was just something I had to get into. But anywho, I was reading Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Joe Dispenza. And it was like 11:45. I fell asleep and my husband came in and he was like, boo, you got like 15 minutes left. And even though I only had a couple pages left, I got through them. But like I said, girl, like, get yourself together. That was the last time I read late at night because I didn't want to keep putting myself at risk to fail and have to start over again. I gotta tell y'all about something real quick. Okay, so y'all know I'm all about quick and cute, right? This half wig has been saving me lately. It blends so well with my natural hair, and half the time people think that it's mine. I can throw it on, style it up or down, and be out the door in minutes. It's giving I did my hair today without the extra work. So if you want something easy, natural looking, check the link in my show notes. I got you. Alright, now back to it. Finishing 75 hard changed the way I see myself and the way I move every day. It taught me that discipline doesn't have to mean pressure or burnout. It can mean balance too. I stopped waiting to feel ready or motivated and started keeping my word to myself. And that's what changed everything. From how I show up to how I create, how I even rest. It gave me so much confidence that I didn't even know I had lost. Not from the physical results, but from realizing that I could depend on me again. And now, when life feels heavy or unpredictable, I know I can handle it because I've already proven to myself that I can do hard things and still move with grace. When we moved here, I had no idea how much it would teach me about myself. It wasn't just a new address. It was a new version of me I hadn't met yet. There were nights I would sit on the floor surrounded by all of our stuff and boxes and hadn't had any Wi-Fi yet, no routine, just quiet, right? And I just remember thinking, okay, God, it's just me and you now. That move stripped away everything familiar, from my friends to my comfort to my routine. And yeah, at first it felt lonely, but in that quiet, I promise you I felt so much clarity. And it made me ask myself, who am I when nobody knows me yet? Who am I outside of all the things that I do for everybody else? And that is when I started to meet me again. So now I look back and I realize that sometimes God removes your distractions so that you can finally hear yourself think. This move has really taught me to slow down and actually enjoy the quiet. I have learned to make peace with the stillness and to just breathe and just exist without rushing to the next thing, right? It's a different kind of peace now. One that feels earned. I'm learning that home isn't just a place, right? It's a feeling. And I'm finally feeling it. I feel like this year I had to relearn how to hold myself together. From motherhood to marriage, all of it, right? They've all shaped me, but they're not all of me. I'm still learning how to separate the woman I am from the roles that I play. And for real, I'm proud of that. I'm proud of how I've learned to give myself grace and to rest and to breathe and to not apologize for needing a moment. I'm learning that self-care isn't selfish. It's sacred, and it's saying that I matter too. And that's something the old me didn't always believe. I've also been a lot more emotional lately. And I'm already a sensitive person. If you know me, you know, okay? I will cry at a commercial if it hit right. If I see somebody else crying, no matter what they're crying about, I will shed a tear too, okay? But lately it's been like, what the heck is up with me? I'll be fine 1 minute and then boom, here come the tears. I don't know. Maybe it's the season of life. Maybe it's the reflecting or just everything that's been happening, right? I just really been feeling it all. The gratitude, sadness, peace, nostalgia, all of it just all at once. And I think that's what growth looks like sometimes. Not holding it all together, but letting yourself feel it all. There's days when I really miss my mom. And not for the advice or for her conversation, but just her. The comfort knowing that she existed in my world. And it just hit me randomly sometimes. Like, I'll be cleaning or driving somewhere or just sitting alone, right? And I feel that ache in my chest. But even in sadness, y'all, I find so much gratitude. Because missing her reminds me that love doesn't disappear. It just changes form. And it's still there. It's just a little softer now. And for real, I think that that's part of becoming too. Allowing yourself to grieve, to remember, to feel without guilt or explanation. This season has reminded me that healing isn't about getting over something. It's about learning to live with it in a softer way. I've learned that doing hard things isn't always about discipline. Sometimes it's about waking up and saying, I don't have it all together, but I'm going to show up anyway. It's about letting yourself feel everything. The good, the heavy, the confusing, and realizing that it's all a part of becoming. Some days growth looks like getting up early and sticking to your routine, right? Being consistent. Other days it looks like slowing down, giving yourself a little bit of grace, and remembering that rest is still progress. This year reminded me that becoming isn't about becoming perfect. It's about becoming real. The kind of real that lets you cry when you need to. Celebrating small wins and holding space for both peace and pain at the same time. To soften what you once hardened, right? To trust where you once doubted, and to breathe instead of break. So if you're in a season of becoming, take your time. Do not rush your healing. Don't question your pace. Like I said before, you are not behind. You are not failing. You're just becoming in real time. So before I wrap up this week's episode, I want to start something new here on Simply Becoming. Each week I'm going to highlight a creator or a woman who is just out here shining, doing her thing, inspiring others, or just boldly walking in her purpose, right? So this week's Becoming Spotlight goes to Cheftese. She is a private chef out of St. Louis, Missouri. And y'all, when I tell y'all she is the real deal, she is so transparent. She is dedicated, just genuinely good energy all around. You can tell that cooking isn't just what she does, it's who she is. She just recently started her dinner club experience. And let me tell y'all, I cannot wait to try it, okay? But even watching from the outside, from her setup to her drink pairings, the menu, the details, y'all, oh my goodness. Like, you can really feel the love and the intention that she puts into her craft. Her work, it reminds me that purpose shows up in how we serve. And when you truly love what it is that you do, people can feel that. She is a true girl's girl. Absolutely beautiful. She is so passionate and she plays no games when it comes to her purpose. She inspires me in so many ways and I just love seeing her shine. I will make sure to leave all of her info in my show notes so that y'all can go check her out. And yeah, make sure y'all go show her some love. I just love seeing people win, y'all, especially my women. I really want this to be a space where we can celebrate that together, where we can root for each other out loud, and where women can shine without dimming their light. As I step into another year of life, I'm realizing I don't need everything to make sense to be proud of myself. I don't need a perfect plan. I just need the courage to keep showing up. This year has taught me how strong I really am, how soft I can still be, and how both can exist in the same woman. So wherever you are in your journey, I hope you give yourself permission to evolve, to start again, to rest when you need to, and to keep growing at your own pace. I don't know exactly who I'll be a year from now, but I can tell you that I am absolutely in love with who I'm becoming right now. And that's enough. Thank you for being here, for growing with me, for walking through this journey of becoming together. Thank you for the support. For those who have been here with me from the beginning, I truly appreciate the love and I cannot thank you enough. So until next time, keep showing up, keep growing, and keep becoming.